Hello, good afternoon. I am very happy to be here and speak with you about some of the thoughts on balance of and blessings. It's called balance and blessings. In life, usually we think about having balance on work and family. And usually many times, of course, if there is no balance, what can happen is that it creates some unhappiness or some, of course, unbalance between family and work. Sometimes, no matter who it is, could be doctors, could be businessmen. Many times they are spending the whole day at work and come back at night. They leave early morning, come back at night, and then what about the family? They busy making money, that is very good. But what about the family missing them the whole day? Many times they don't eat. And many times they just can't do anything else, just work daily. Would you call that balance? So therefore, balance has to do with blessings. When we keep a balance, then it's just like keeping a pill, right? When it's balanced, not too much weight that side, not too much weight on this side. That makes people like it. Everyone likes balance, right? Many times we want to look for the balance, exercise, work, friends, and again, we might forget about the family. And it has become a little difficult for many families in the world. And then the relationships get spoiled, not just with the family, but also with other people because of the stress, the unhappiness. But in this case, we are talking more about keeping an inner balance and an outer balance. Here in the Brahma Kumaris, we do meditation in order to become balanced because we have become unbalanced for so long. And therefore, there is stress, there is unhappiness, there are illnesses, and no good relationships, right? So many, you would call it perhaps divorces, fights, quarrels. And so we focus more in an inner and outer balance, like we meditate every day. For instance, if I ask a question, how many times do you eat a day? You might say 3 times, perhaps 4 times. But if I ask you, how many times do you sat for meditation or you created some inner balance to empower yourself? You might think, I feel that many of your answers would be, not today or not at all. So if we spend so many hours, perhaps 3 to 4 or 5 or 6 hours preparing and eating to empower the body, then what about the mind? What about the heart? So the body might be strong, but what about the mind, the inner spirit? So there are 2 different things, right? So we can make the body strong by feeding food, drinking, or eating fruits, right? And in that too, we need a balance, right? Like balance of meals and balance of drinking water. Many times you go to the doctor, they might say, are you drinking water at all? Many times we don't even remember to drink water, but we eat, right? Enough, more than enough. So that also creates problems in our health. So talking about inner balance and outer balance means that our inner self, the spirit, is going to be balanced, it's going to be strong, it's going to be fed daily. Just like I feed the body, I also will feed the self, the spirit, or the soul. There can be many names for that inner being. But in that way, then I can have a clear mind. I can have clear thoughts and more peaceful thoughts, relaxed, loving thoughts. So there is also this balance of taking care of the self and taking care of relationships, right? So if I always take care of the self, if I always take care of myself and work and all my things, but if I don't give time for relationships, what kind of relationships? I will lose my relationships. So in this case, I give time for myself to empower myself, but also empower my relationships by giving time, attention, time to listen when they have problems. They need help, especially if they are part of my family. Time to listen, time to help them also. But some of the times I might just keep on helping everyone else and not helping myself. I have not even time to eat, not even time to go to the doctor, not even time to take care of my illness. That will not be balance. So why we're talking about balance is because when we use balance, everybody will be happy. We will claim blessings. And what's a blessing is something very positive, very powerful. The blessing can come in the form of power, blessing in a form of happiness, in a form of love, in a form of abundance. So I can claim blessings from my inner self too, because superficially, I might say I'm doing everything right. Everybody's happy with me, right? Many times, even we try to please people, making a lot of jokes or bringing a lot of gifts. But deep inside, there is something that says, what are you doing? You are not giving time to yourself. Have you meditated? Have you empowered yourself? What are you getting? Are you really getting love, true love from the heart? Are you really satisfied internally? So, and we do meditate daily because we want to start with the inner balance, the inner empowering my mind, my thoughts, my words, and my actions. So at every moment when I perform an action, I can ask myself, am I happy? Am I keeping a balance? Am I doing good for myself? Am I doing good for others? Or is just one way? And am I out of balance? So we balance first empowering my inner self with this silent and loving meditation, but also we take care of our food. For instance, many times people have no time to eat. They just keep on ordering from outside, from restaurants or from, elsewhere. And what is the power? What are the good vibrations that the food has when I eat it? On the contrary, when we cook, we start with meditation, start with positive thinking, reflective thoughts, and we cook. We are vegetarians, so we cook vegetarian food, and then we put that love, that pure, that inner beautiful intention of having good health and also the service for others internally. When we eat that food, will empower the body, but not just the body, the soul, the spirit. On the other hand, if I don't have the power, I don't have the time, or I don't pay attention to that area, then I just order at any time, and I may be eating while driving or just walking and eating my piece of pizza or food, whatever it can be. Is the body getting good health, nutritious? Is the body getting power? And more than that, is my mind getting the power? Because that food is sold there just to earn money. Nobody's meditating while they are in the restaurant or while they are cooking. I bet you they are not meditating. Will be very rare. So it's just to earn money. So the vibrations, there are no really positive or caring vibrations of love in that food. So we keep a balance also. The balance of, yes, taking care of all our relationships, but also cooking our own food so that we can remain healthy. We help others to understand what would be the inner balance, the balance of soul and body, balance of my mind, balance of my thinking, between my thoughts and my words and my actions. And then the balance of remaining healthy, and not putting too much food, not too little, and drinking water all the time. So if I balance, somehow it has magic. This word balance is very magical because I earn blessings from my inner self, blessings from others because I'm doing the right thing. They like what I'm doing. I am having good attitude, good mood, and being successful pretty much in everything, keeping the balance in every angle. Then those blessings will come from deep inside myself. Says, yes, keep going. Something inside says, yes, keep going. It's very good what you're doing. My relationships also will be happy with me. I give time to themselves. I listen to them. I help them, giving a little time. Somehow this law of balance, like the law of love and law, yes, like the parents will have a lot of love for the children, but if they don't have law, what would happen in the house? There would be chaos, right? The children screaming, running everywhere. They will not listen to the parents. They will start going outside, becoming perhaps gangsters, or just, developing bad habits. So the parents have a lot of love for the children. There's nobody else who have more love than the parents. But then there is the law. No, you don't do this at that time. You do that. Do this at this time. And constantly with so much patience and tolerance. And that's part of love and guidance. So therefore, somehow, this word balance is loaded with benefits. So the balance is going to bring blessings from myself, from others, and even from the parent, the supreme parent, with God, or you can call it a different way, higher being, supreme being. According to the language, there is a different name, but there is this higher being that can also give blessings to all his children. So the balance, in this case, if I have love for God, then that's another balance. I would get up and empower myself, and then also develop in this conversation with the Supreme Being, because it is a relationship. The whole world thinks and remembers that he's there. He or she, or how they call it, is there to help us out. So the balance of myself, my life, my family, my relationships, and again, work, everyone in God. So this connection and this balance is what is going to bring lots of power, love, comfort, and abundance. Because many times we think that if I don't put so many hours at work, I'm not going to earn enough. And what's going to happen? I'm going to lose my house, lose my car, my mortgage, my car insurance, my car, or so many other things. But the word balance has so much power that you can work the same hours or perhaps less, and everything will be all right. So this is something that I want to share with you. And definitely, we're keeping the balance every day. If you want to get the connection with the Brahma Kumaris, they will show you how to keep or improve, at least, if not to perfection, but improve at least that balance so that your life can become better and better at every angle. So what do you think? So if I have this inner power, the balance of my outer life and my inner life, then my thoughts will become very powerful. Whatever thoughts I have, those thoughts will manifest in one way or another, in a positive way. So very soon we're going to go into silence, and we'd like to have a little reflection on that so that we can experience some of the inner power, to strengthen ourselves, the soul, because it is the self who does everything. It is the self that goes to work. It is the inner self that goes to visit relationships. It's the inner self that has to clean, cook, put everything in order. Yes, the body, it is the instrument, but the body without the inner self would not go anywhere. It would not move. So it is the inner self that is providing that power. And yes, we need to eat good food, cooked in the right vibrations, the right environment, the right amount, with a balance of what, right? Protein, carbs, minerals, vitamins, like you look at the best for the best match. But after that, once you eat it, will be digested and will reveal into power. In the same way, my thoughts, if I keep on thinking just thoughts of any kind, thoughts of neighbor, problems, wars, any kind of thoughts, then what kind of balance would that bring into my life? Because my mood, my mind, my whole inner space will be polluted with negativity. So we want to, yes, know what's going on, but just enough so that I can do more in a peaceful, happy, loving, and balanced way. So at this point, I think that might be time to go into. So imagine that you would be very thirsty, and someone brings food instead of water. Some other time would be you are very hungry and someone brings water instead of food. How you would feel? Would that satisfy the need? So most likely not. But if someone brings you a portion of food and portion of water, then you will strike the balance and you'll be totally satisfied, and you will share blessings. You'll be so thankful from your heart. The blessings will be from your heart. And they'll be happy. You'll be happy and they'll be happy. So let's go. and think more deeply about this. It's a balance of silence and words. So I've been talking, I think, enough. And now we want to bring that power of yoga or meditation moving myself inwards. Letting go of everything external for a moment. Drawing my energy internally. Absorbing the peaceful and positive vibrations. I am this inner invisible being. The one that constantly is performing. I empower myself. I become stable. I generate powerful, clear, and precise thoughts. I keep my balance. Feeding the soul and the body accurately. and in silence. I thank everyone, and I encourage you to try to keep this balance. Thank you, and Om Shanti.